Every night in my dreams, I see you, I feel you. That's how I know you go on. Far across the distance and spaces between us, you have come to show you go on. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on. Once more, you open the door and you hear in my heart, and my heart will go on. Love can touch us one time and last for a lifetime, and never let go till we're gone. Love is when I love you one more time and hold to in my life will always go on. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on. Once more, you open the door and you hear in my heart, and my heart will go on. You're here. There's nothing I feel, and I know that my heart will go on. We'll stay forever this way. You will say in my heart, and my heart will go on and on.
Kind regards, masses, it's me, Hi Bike, and I'm back. Oh my god. Oh, my voice sounds terrible. I'm back with some more Hakuoki, Chronicles of Wind and Blossom. I swear my voice sounded a little bit, like, slightly better earlier. Holy fuck. Anyways, first pre-stream song was Substandard, Flipwitch, Forbidden, or Substandard from Flipwitch, Forbidden Sex Hex. So that's a Siva Gunner rip. I don't know what that game is. I've never known what that game was until Siva Gunner, but I like it because they mix in. Thank you. I'll drink something. Hold on. I have some hot calamansi tea with me right now with honey, so that should help. But yeah, no, I sound like a fucking chain smoker, so bear with me. But yeah, no, that Flipwitch Forbidden Sex Hex, I guess, is apparently a game on Steam. You played it, it's okay. Okay, see, someone here knows about it, but you won't play again. Thanks for the info. But yeah, I don't know, I just see it's on Siva Gunner. That's how I know about the game. They mixed some Germa voice clips, like the "Come and mop up, boys, I'm done here," or the "A-I-O" with the advertised track, and then they also have the "Among Us in Real Life" song mashed up in there as well. But yeah, that's that. And then the second pre-stream song was "My Heart Will Go On" by Austin Weber. So I don't know if you guys have seen his video. He covered Mamma Mia by ABBA, and he filmed it in Japan. I think it was in Kyoto, I don't know, but it stands out to me because, like, he's, like, standing around in a river, and just some various shots throughout. I think it was Kyoto, maybe it was Osaka, but I like how chill that cover is. Like, he has a very indie synth pop sound to his music, which you hear also here in this My Heart Will Go On cover. But yeah, pretty solid cover. Jesus fuck. Hold on. Let me clear my throat a little more. Yeah, I was like testing my voice earlier and it did not sound as bad as that. Holy fuck. Yeah, like I've been having a sore throat for the past few days and it kind of got worse, but man, I could barely talk earlier today though, but it got better. I could talk, but now I'm here. But bear with me, I'll try my best. I don't know. If I need to tap out, then I'll tap out. I'll even like just replay scenes just to kind of rest my voice a little bit more. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Oh, also the pre-stream video. I saw that on my Instagram feed. I think it's funny that like they're just handing random stuff to the guy in the passenger seat, and then ending with handing over just some random ass dude. That's it. But yeah. Anyways, how we doing today, Jacob and Rampart? What's up? I hope you guys had a lovely day today. Like, aside from my voice being whack, I had a pretty decent day. Pretty nice day. Just spent time with Kyler. I had a doctor's appointment, and I visited my parents for a bit. I picked up some lugao, which is Filipino porridge, from my mom, and she also gave me these calamansi ice blocks to put in water to heat up, and so I can make tea, which is what I'm drinking right now. Excuse me, but yeah. You've been having bad blood flow for the past few days, really dizzy, like about to puke, dizzy, every time you stand up and lay down. Yikes, I hope it's nothing too serious. Have you gone to a doctor for that? Yeah, excuse me, I hope you recover swiftly. Because that's not fun. I wonder if that video was done without special effects. Oh, the Austin Weber one? Or the car one? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how these people do it. I don't know. It is a mystery. But yeah, let me go ahead and open the game. The only times you see a doctor is when the military forces you to. Those people can't be trusted. Oh, right, that's right. I forgot you're military. Well, that's ass. The car one, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, sure, it's possible they could have just lifted a whole ass guy, but I don't know. Somehow I feel like they lifted the whole guy, but I am not the person who made the video. But yeah, anyways. Let me turn up the audio. This is the Twink visual novel, yes. With all the bishies. Alright, but last time on Hakuoki, Nagakura had his loud moments and he also had some quiet moments. And he had some blushy moments too. That's all I remember. Or I think it was cool because usually in the Ikeda Inn it's usually like you have to save Okita, or you have to save Heisuke. Or you go the complete opposite direction, and you go help out Hijikata somewhere down the line, blah blah blah. But no one ever excuse me, Jesus fuck. No one ever thinks to check on Nagakura. And of course, because it's his route, we had to check up on him, and he hurt his hand, and we bandaged it up. So that's that. But yeah, that's where we're at. Oh, Chowder's digging into the carpet, if that's what you're hearing right now. He's a silly dog. Hold on, I'll be right back. Alright, there we go. I think I can talk a little better now. Just have to I just have to clear my throat a little more. Damn, though, I don't remember. I remember last year my voice was kind of nuked when we were doing Radical Dreamers, but I don't think it was ever this bad. But we shall carry through. Like I promised, I was talking like, well, not fairly normal because like my voice was still a little janked, but I don't know. It feels like I have a little bit of strain on my voice right now, but it was totally fine earlier. It's the curse of streams. Alright. Well, let us continue from where we left off, which is here. Later that night, I changed into my bedclothes, cleaned up after the fire, and crawled into bed. Thanks to Nagakura's brazier, I was much warmer. And that was so nice of him. I thought back to the comfortable afternoon we'd spent together and drifted into a pleasant sleep. Oh, what the heck? I could have done that, those little bits of lines, and then ended last time, but whatever. Oh god. Ugh. The dawn of the new year came and went. It was February of 1865, and we had just finished breakfast. I opened the door to the common room, carrying a heavy tray full of tea. Everyone, the tea's ready. I made my way around the room, carefully pouring a cup of tea for each person there. Inoue smiled warmly as he sipped on the tea. Oh, I agree. Damn. It hits. Thank you. I felt a flush of pride at his words. It may not be very much, but I felt as if I was helping out in some way. Then Hijikata spoke, and his words brought me back to the present. Okita joked in response. The person sitting beside Kondo pointed at the map spread upon the table. Oh no, not him. And deal.
先方の同意を得られるとは思えませんが。でも、数百人の大使が寝起きできるほど広い場所なんて他にないでしょ。それにあの場所ならいざという時も動きやすいと思うんだけど。
This man was named Kashitaro Ito. He was recruited by Heisuke a few months ago as the Shinsengumi's military advisor and deputy commander. He gained notoriety teaching the Hokushin Ito style in his dojo, and he was known for being highly educated. Hey Anthony, what's up? How we doing? The Fallout face cam is because my voice is like totally nuked right now, as you may be able to tell. I don't know, and I think of nukes, I think of Fallout, so yeah. I swear to God, New Vegas is... I'll play New Vegas, I'll go back to it, just I can't tell you when. But how we doing?
それに西本願寺は以前長州老子をかくまっていたこともあると聞きますわ。我々が西本願寺に移れば老子たちは身を隠す場所を一つ失うことになります。
New Vegas never. Oh, come on, guys. Come on.
そこまで考えての選定というわけですか。なるほど。
Kondo seemed very impressed by Ito's suggestion. However, a voice of protest arose.
僧侶の動きを武力で押さえつけるのはいかがなものかと思います。
Ito's brow twitched, as if disturbed by the idea, and he faced Sannan directly. Resident Evil 4 original never. Never.
自社を隠れ蓑にして好き勝手な振る舞いをしていたのは長州老子の方ではなくて、今日の治安を乱す不定老子に配慮して差し上げるなんて、三男さんもお優しいこと。
Ito's dismissiveness seemed to leave a bitter taste in Sannan's mouth.
尊上過激派を抑える必要があるという点に関しては同意しますが。
じゃあなんだ、切り合うときは、やあやあ我こそはって名乗りを
Resident
上げて
Evil New Vegas.
正々
Imagine.
堂々とやるべきだとでも言うつもりか。不定老子どもがそんな鎌倉武士みたいなご作法に付き合ってくれりゃいいがな。
三郎、口を慎みなさい。
もっと悪い。つい本音が出た。
There's probably a mod for Resident Evil New Vegas somewhere. There has to be. The other man beside Ito was Saburo Miki, who joined at the same time as Ito. He was apparently Ito's younger brother.
皆さん方、ごめんなさいね。この子は昔から口が悪くて。三男さんもお気を悪くなさらないでくださいな。あなたのような方も新選組を応援していく上では必要だと思う。
Romancing Saburo is gonna be weird. I don't know if he's an option.
たとえ左腕が使い物にならなくても。
Like, I know he's new, but like, I don't know if he is. Let me see. Oh my god, wait, he is. I'm sick. Yeah, like, to be honest with you guys, my voice was a little sore, like, starting Saturday, actually. Like, it was better when I was hanging out with you and Jacob, but it got worse. Like, no fever or anything, it's literally just sore throat. And now my voice is nuked. Like, I could barely talk earlier today. Excuse me, like, in the morning, but... And I got some rest, and I talked fine. But now, I swear, just as soon as I started stream, it just totally nuked itself. Like, it sounds even worse than it did earlier. But, yeah, no, that's it. But yeah, no, I guess Miki really is a fucking route. I didn't realize that. That is gonna be weird. I watched as Sannan chewed on his lip. Excuse me, oh damn, you guys, don't make me laugh. My laugh sounds terrible. Yeah, Kyler gotta chill. But yeah, no, thank you. I hope I get better soon too. Yeah, like, fuck, dude, I want to go in for work tomorrow and get that extra holiday pay. Because I always work Thanksgivings because I always work Thursdays, but fuck, dude, if I can barely talk, what's the point? My job is literally talking. The tension was cut by another voice.
伊藤さん、今のはどういう意味だ?
Hijikatsu's voice was cold and sharp, like the sound of a blade sliding across a whetstone. Ito seemed taken aback and his eyes grew wide.
あんたが言うように、三男さんは優秀な論客だ。けどな、剣客としてもこの新選組に必要な人間なんだよ。
Without question, those were Hijikata's true feeling. Those were his true feeling on the matter. Bombastic side eye. Oh, bombo cut. However,
ですが私の腕は
ah yes, the Sanan angst begins. Sanan only seemed to grow more dispirited. Hijikata must have realized the impact of what he just said, as his face warped into a bitter frown.
ごめん遊ばせ。私としたことが失言でした。三男さんは皆さん方の大切なお仲間ですもんね。仲がよろしくて結構なことですわ。
Yes, Dio's voice actor is the guy with the long, dark purple hair that we saw earlier. Yeah. Like, Takahito Koyasu has such a distinctive voice. It's like, as soon as you hear him, you know it's him.
新たに入隊した大使たちも同じ気持ちでいてくれるといいのですけど。
Yeah. Hijikata's eyes seethed with anger towards Ito. Kondo tried to relieve the tension by stepping in and clearing the air.
とりあえず豚書移転の件に関してはもう少し話し合ってから決めるということで。伊藤さん、この後お付き合いを願いますから。先ほどの件についてもう少し詳しい話をお聞きしたいので。
ええ、喜んで。
Why do you have to pop up like that? As the two stood to exit the room, Takeda was quick to follow right behind them.
近藤局長、私もご一緒して構いませんか。
いいとも。ぜひ君も伊藤さん
Everyone in the room is younger than you except Kondo, which is... Oh! Are you talking to Anthony?
新選組幹部といえど剣術ばかりではいかんからな。これからは広い視野と深い知識を身につけねばな。
Yeah, I know. I don't know why it didn't click in my head that Diego's being voiced by someone totally different, but yeah. If you know, you know. In regards to, you know, Dio's voice actor. Well, I guess we'll see. Oh, you mean us too? Ito's only like 28. Fuck, dude. You know, I'm starting to remember that I'm 29, but for the longest time, like even past my birthday this year, I thought I was 28. I thought I had turned 28. And then it's like, wait a minute. But if Kyler and Jacob are turning 30, what does that make me? Because like we're literally a year behind. So I don't know, it's just been weird. Like, you get older and the birthdays start blurring and it's like, fuck, dude. I don't even know how old I am anymore. But yeah, that's whack, dude. The Shinsengumi are so young. Kondo left the common room with Ito and Takeda. Miki, however, still sat before us. Yeah, exactly. You forget your exact age when you're old. Yay. Takeda's in his 30s. Okay. But yeah, like, a lot of them are pretty young. At this point. He smirked coldly towards us and slinked off away from the common room. Okita spoke up once Miki's footsteps were no longer audible.
まったく誰なのさ、あんな人たちを連れてきたのは。
犯人はまだ江戸にいるだろう。平助だろ。帰ってきたらとっちめてやる。
伊藤さんは尊上派なんだろう。長州の奴らと同じ考えの奴がよく新選組に入る気になったもんだな。
尊王攘夷だからって長州と同一視されるのは心外らしい。そもそも尊王とはとかなんとかわけのわからないことを抜かしてやがったんだよ。 近藤さんも近藤さんであっさり丸め込まれやがって。
Matthew online playing Genshin. Yeah, we see him. We see him out here.
近藤さんってお人よしですからね。ああいう口がうまくてお腹の中が真っ黒な人に騙されやすいんだよな。
その伊藤さんが参謀で弟が9番組組長か。めんどくさいことになったぜ。
Eventually, Hijikata approached Sanan, who weakly hung his head, facing the floor in shame.
三男さん、あんな奴の言うことなんざ気にするんじゃねえぞ。
Sanan just laughed dryly and shook his head.
伊藤さんは学識も高く弁舌に優れ剣の腕も確かな方ですよ。優秀な参謀の入隊でついに総長はお役御免というわけですね。
おい、三男さん。
Sanan left the room as Hijikata's voice trailed behind, echoing in the hall. I guess the good thing about me just going back and listening to these voice lines is it's a good recap. Because I have skipped over these scenes so many times with all these routes we're doing, but sometimes it's nice to kick back and relax. What? But why?
無理もねえだろ。どんな言葉をかけても全部悪く取られちまうし。何を言っても皮肉と嫌味しか返ってこねえから、大したしも怯えちまって近づかねえんだよ。
Oh no. I might not have known any of them that well. I knew that Sanan had been quite well liked by the other warriors before his injury.
土方さん、伊藤さんたちなんて適当な理由をつけてさっさと追い出しちゃってくださいよ。あの人たちが来てから僕、毎晩嫌な夢ばっかり見るんですよね。
そんなことできるわけねえだろう。近藤さんはすっかり伊藤さんに心酔してるみてえだしな。伊藤さんと一緒に入隊してきた連中もそんな扱いをされりゃ黙っちゃいねえだ。
役に立たない人だな。無理を通すのが鬼副長の役目でしょ。
んじゃてめえが副長やりゃいいだろうが。で、あいつらを追い出せ。
嫌に決まってるじゃないですか。そんなめんどくさいの。
The consensus was that Ito was not to be trusted, and no one spoke in his defense. During all of this, only one person sipped his tea quietly. Saito? Of course. Saito quietly looked up as I spoke to him. What do you think about Ito? I mean, about Ito joining, that is.
様々な考えを持つ者が属しています。タイというのは見せる。
Ah, so then...
だが無理に広げようとすると内部から瓦解を始めることもある。
His words were a dark omen. We were short on hands, so Ito's presence was welcome, but his presence seemed to be a recipe for dissension, if not outright disaster. Oh, I think my voice is starting to clear up just slightly, just a teensy-weensy bit. Okay, the setting sun glowed through the windows with a warm, rich maroon, an ominous kind of beauty. Saito against... Day? Day? It's cold. I came out into the yard and my body seized up due to the cold. Spring seemed far away. I wasn't too fond of Ito, but it was Sanan and his condition that truly worried me. I really wish his arm would just heal. His injured left arm was the source of the pain eating away at his heart. Still, it would be wonderful for Sanan's arm to simply start working again. Unfortunately, it seemed like the stuff of a child's fable, not real life. Oh, but au contraire. Diversity, equity, inclusion. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was when I remembered.
薬でも何でも使ってもらうしかないですね。
You're distressed after seeing Hector has only seen one Tarantino movie, Inglourious Bastards. Really? Huh. I'm a little shocked. I could... He seems like the type of person who would watch Kill Bill, but at the same time, hearing that from you, it's like, it also seems... It's also believable. Because I don't know exactly how to describe it, but yeah. Fuck, dude. That's a shame.
めったなこと言うもんじゃねえ。幹部が羅刹になってどうするんだよ。
Okita had mentioned that the Shinsengumi had some secret serum. Judging from how they spoke of it, it was an item with particular circumstances. But I wasn't supposed to know about the existence of that serum. If I were to look into it without approval, there was no doubt that I'd be punished. But I was the daughter of a doctor. I was fairly sure I had more knowledge on medicine than the men of the Shinsengumi did. I would... What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Let's see. Whoops. I think I'm supposed to return to my room. Let's see. Excuse me. Let's see, for... After he told us he doesn't know who Dave Grohl is, nothing surprises you, but also surprises you if that makes any sense. No, yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's like a paradox. Like, it feels like he would watch, like, more Tarantino movies. Like, I don't know, I feel like he would have seen more, but at the same time, it does check out that he has only seen one. Let's see, hold on. Yeah, return to my room is right. And I'm pretty sure we've chosen this before. Yeah, okay. Oh wait, not that it matters, I'm still gonna play it out anyways. Perhaps it would be just best to just return to my room. I didn't want to get in trouble for wandering around. Most of all, I didn't want to find myself in anyone's way. Yeah, you know, I got you, Anthony. Even though I was worried about Sannan, maybe it was for the best for me to stay put. The sun dipped below the horizon. All of a sudden, the compound exploded with activity. My worry increased tenfold. Had something happened? I waited for a few moments for the activity to settle down, but it showed no signs of stopping. Something was wrong. I could feel it. I struggled against it for as long as I could, but eventually my curiosity got the better of me. There must be someone in the common room. I decided to go ask what had happened. Oh, he did the thing.
どいつもこいつも何してやがるんだ。三男さんから目を離すなってあれだけ言ったじゃねえか。
んなこと言われてもよ、薬を飲むとは思わねえだろ普通。あれを管理してたのは三男さんだったから、薬を持っててもおかしくはねえし。
小瓶一つぐらいなら懐に隠し持ってても気づかなかっただろうしな。確かにあの薬を使えば腕は治るかもしれねえだろうな。あれは失敗作だろう。飲んだ連中もみんな結局は血に狂っちまった。ってことは三男さんは。
I wondered what they meant by serum. Occasionally I'd heard the captains referring to something similar. Did Sannan drink that?
三男総長は独自に薬の改良を続けていたと聞きます。理性を保ったまま腕の傷を治す。その成功にかけたのでしょうか。失敗を悟った三男総長は宗司の制止を聞かず自陣したと。
Suicide? The words were past my lips before I had realized. Whoa. Stealth 0. As one, all eyes in the room turned toward me.
どうしてお前がここにいる？
His cold gaze pinned me in place. My throat tightened until I could barely breathe, let alone speak. Oh, I feel that. No, okay. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna go get some more water. I will be right back. Alright, I have returned with some more water. I felt the same hostility as on the night I had first arrived to the headquarters of the Shinsengumi. He was thinking about whether he should kill me or not.
トシ、そろそろ彼女にも聞いてもらった方がいいんじゃないか。彼女はコードーさんの娘だ。知る権利はあるだろう。
My eyes went wide at the mention of my father's name. Why would my father's name come up here? Did he have something to do with this? Hijikata's gaze slid to Kondo, his mouth twisted in an unpleasant grimace. After a moment, he sighed with exasperation.
先に言っておく。お前は新選組に必要ねえに。
Ouch.
コードーさんを探す役には立つかもしれねえ。 お前がいなくてもどうってことはもしおかしな真似をすれば即座に殺す。そいつをてめえの肝にしっかり命じてから話を聞け。
The truth comes out. The intensity of Hijikata's statement felt like a sharp dagger pointed at my throat. I was Kodo's daughter. The Shinsengumi only let me stay with them on the off chance I'd be useful during the search for my father. Although it wasn't their primary duty, the Shinsengumi had the watch for all manhunts. There was no real need for me to be here. Are you going to kill me? Anxiety gnawed at my stomach. Hijikata's eyes narrowed with irritation at my sudden question.
まだ殺さねえよ。もっともいつ死のうと困らねえがな。
Oh. I wasn't going to be killed, at least this time. I supposed I should be happy for that. I'd been with the Shinsengumi for nearly a year, and my position with them hadn't changed. That was the truth of the matter, and the truth cut deep.
今までは君にも伏せていた。コードーさんはもともとここで薬の研究をしていてな。
You mean... I gulped audibly, and I carefully formulated what I was going to say in my head before I said it aloud. The one that Sanan took? Kondo nodded gravely.
あの薬はもともと幕府の高官がここに持ち込んだものだ。何でも西洋との交易で手に入れたものだと聞かされている。
Curiosity swelled inside of me. My head felt light from the anticipation. Still, I knew that digging deep was dangerous.
人間の筋肉と自然治癒能力を爆発的に高める西洋トライの薬。あれを飲んだ野生の獣と渡り合うことも不可能ではなくなる。致命傷でなければ傷は立ちどころに塞ぐ。つまり首を落とされるか心臓を撃たれぬ限り戦い続けることができるのだ。
Did such a serum really exist? They never addressed the whole thing about it coming from the West. Hey, that's true. Yeah. Though No More Heroes trilogy is on the current Steam sale, I'm interested, yeah. How much is it? Cause I'll consider buying it, cause you know I still have that, you know, that want to play it. The water of life being from the West could be a whole separate story. Honestly, yeah, because it's like, how? How did it come to be? Like, who's the original Oni or Demon Fury, whatever? Like, maybe they're just not saying, but vampires. Why wouldn't you want more heroes? Good question. $30 for all three, or you can buy just the first for $10. Oh, that sounds like a good deal. How long is the sale again? Excuse me. Oh my god, I hate when my throat's like this. It makes me feel like I'm going through puberty. Ooh. But yeah. Okay. No, yeah, not bad. I will look into it. Yes, thank you for alerting me. Dracula. Yeah, Dracula, of course. I know, yeah, watch them come out with the Shinsengumi prequel. Or like a Hakuoki pre-prequel. And it's Dracula's story. How he went to the east. The sale's till the 27th? Oh fuck, okay. I don't have very long. A cost? Blackula. Yes. Please, Hakuoki Blackula, come on. My father? Somewhere deep in my heart, I'd known my father had some connection with all of this. However, knowing my father was involved with driving men mad, all I could do was wonder why. Yes, Chocula! To perform experiments on the Shinsengumi. To drive them mad. Just why? I couldn't understand why my father would do such a thing. Suddenly, I realized something. So, that night in the alley? Saito nodded. Saito spoke so quietly and indifferently. It felt like I was talking to a stranger. Living with them for so long made me forget. There was still a line between myself and the Shinsengumi men that couldn't be crossed, and his coldness reminded me of it. I'm alright.
こんな話を聞かされりゃ気分も悪くなるよな。
おしゃべりはその辺にしとけ。今は三男さんのことが先だろうが。
つってもどうするんだ。三男さん死にかけてるじゃないか。
薬はここに持ち込まれたばかりの頃とは違う。来ると決まったわけじゃねえ。薬が効いてるんならどんな怪我でも治るはずだからな。
It felt like Hijikato was holding back, as if he was trying to keep his hopes low.
本田さん、あんたは三男さんの様子を見てきてくれるか。生きるか死ぬか、来るか瀬戸際だろうから。
行ってこよう。確か彼の部屋には掃除もいるのだな。
Kondo nodded deeply, then stood and headed for Sanan's room.
三男さんの部屋へは誰も近づける。特に伊藤派の連中はな。
ああ、わかってる。
新橋、前川邸の様子を見てきてくれる。
わかった。
As he passed, Nagakura's eyes met mine for an instant, and his gaze. I felt the same hostility as when I'd first arrived. Oh no! Relationship ruined! They were filled with doubt and suspicion. Damn, bro.
中庭で待機し、伊藤一派の警戒と牽制を頼む。
Ooh, I know, damn, bro. Eventually, Hijikata turned his gaze onto me.
雪村、お前も今夜は幹部のそばにいる。
Yes. It seemed as though his suggestion wasn't out of worry for my well-being. It just wasn't a wise idea for me to be wandering around.
裏の南部邸には絶対に行くんじゃねえぞ。連中、夜は気が立ってるからな。
Alright. Even with their warnings, I knew that my options for where to go were limited. Where should I go? Well, with how Nagakura looked at me, I think it's best to go back to the room. Oh. Yeah, let's see. And I'm wrong. It's go to the inner courtyard. Excuse me. Whoopsies. Excuse me. Alright, so go there. Winds chilled the dark courtyard. The air was still, and the whole place was silent. The chaos of the common room seemed like a dream. Saito stood in a daze, watching the stars shiver in the distance. Wait, Saito. Hold on just a diddly darn minute. I'm looking at the wrong route. I was right the first time. I'm silly. Oh, ho, ho. You always go back to my room. Yeah, because I usually have like a separate window of all the different routes that I've done. So when I do the drinking games, I usually compare. It's like, oh, did I do this already? But yeah, no, it doesn't matter. Or like in general, because then I'm like, do I skip? But now I'm not skipping tonight, so whoopsies! I felt like I didn't belong anywhere, so I decided to return to my room. However, there was no way I could sleep, given the circumstances. The events of the day weighed on my mind. Before I knew it, dawn was about to break. I wondered if any of the others were awake. Yes, the earlier choices were correct, yeah. No, like, going back to my room, like, this whole chapter, going back to the room is right. And that's all we've done, really, so we're good. Don't worry. Oh, fuck. Excuse me. I slowly made my way to the common room and saw a light flickering, indicating someone was inside. There I saw Nagakura standing alone in the room. There we go. You're still up, Nagakura?
こっちはまだ見張りの途中なんだよ。そっちこそ寝られなかったみたいだな。
The room? Oh, hi, hijacker. No. The conversation stopped. He sat, brooding over the night's events. It didn't feel like the right time to talk to him. As I stood watching him, Nagakura eventually opened up to me. He began to speak about this serum that Sanan had taken.
昔、自分から飲んだ幹部がいてな。
So how's your sex life?
でもまあ、その人も失敗したらしくて、結局は死んじまったんだけどよ。サンナンさんはそれを知ってたのに。
After muttering those words, Nagakura fell silent. It was clear today hurt everyone deeply. Oh yeah, this is new shit. Okay, let's see. I know it must have hurt you too. You saw The Room in theaters recently? Oh shit. It was an experience. People throwing spoons at the screen and quoting everything. Yeah, I went to a showing of The Room in a movie theater once, but none of that. Damn, that just takes it to a whole other level. But yeah, I just remember everyone was like, you know, quoting at least, but that's so funny. It must hurt for you too, Nagakura. Nagakura glanced at me and gave a small nod.
そうだな。
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Jacob, we went to that.
三男さんの腕が動くようになったのを喜んでる自分がいる。
He let out a deep sigh, as if relieved he'd been able to admit it.
今は
Was that
生きて
right?
いてくれたことが嬉しいんだろうな。あの薬のことは許せねえが、三男さんが無事だったってことは喜ばなきゃならねえことだよな。
Wait, what? Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm misremembering. It was a watch-along. Oh, no. No. I'm talking about watching The Room in theaters. Okay, yeah, Jacob was there for the watch-along, because we did watch The Room on Discord, but before that, I watched The Room with one of my friends. I guess I misremember. Jacob wasn't there then. But we watched The Room in theaters. There was no spoon throwing, but, you know, everyone was quoting. You have to see it at the Frida, where you went. They show it every month, and the crowd makes it peak cinema. Really? Oh, that sounds like fun. Whoa!
こんな大事なことを気づかせてくれてありがとうよ。
Was that right then? Did I say the right thing? Oh, I said the wrong thing. Fuck. Oopsies. Okay, hold on. Go back. Damn, bro, I just can't get the right answers with Nagakura. Like a lot of the answers I give for him are wrong. Alright, well I'm glad he's alive. Oh, see, that's instant. What the fuck? God damn it. Nagakura's eyes widened.
そうだよな。今は三男さんが生きてることを喜ばなくちゃならねえよな。
What? So it gets us there quicker? Oh, whatever. The actor who plays Mark went to the screening last month for a Q&A. You missed that one. Damn, dude. That's crazy. Nagakura chuckled, then patted my head a few times.
さすが医者の娘だよな。俺みたいに切って貼っただけの男とはわけが違うぜ。
Keep on keeping on. Yeah, thank you. I need to... Yes, I need to drink water. Fuck. You know what? Honestly, I probably should have heated this up. I could go for some tea, actually. What the game's smoking? No, for real though. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. I'm gonna heat up some tea. Alright, so that's gonna boil for a couple minutes. Let's see. I wasn't sure what being a doctor's daughter had to do with all this. Still, it made me feel better knowing that Nagakura had cheered up a little. Oh, it's no problem at all. I'm happy just knowing that I was of some use to you.
そう言われるとなんかそばゆいな。こんな遅くまで本当にありがとうよ。俺はもう一回りしてくるからちゃんと寝るんだぜ。そういえばなんでここに来たんだ？
I had a hunch people were still awake, so I figured I could fix some snacks for everyone. Head pat. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot to show off the CG. Cute.
今は飯食ってる場合じゃねえからさ。朝になったら山ほど食うから。
Don't worry. I see. Then please be careful.
おう。じゃあ行ってくるぜ。
With that said, Nagakura walked back to the Mayakawa house. There wasn't much time left until morning, but I crawled back into bed and did my best to get some sleep. And so, the long night came to an end. The captains of the Shinsengumi gathered in the common room. Don't worry again, damn. The room collectively breathed a sigh of relief.
で、どうなんだ三男さんの様子は。
今はまだ寝てる。静かなものだよ。
今までの大使たちみたいになっちまってるのか。
Loud nagakura. Alright. Yeah, and then there's my tea. Hold on, let me go get it. Alright, I have returned once again. There we go, that's more like it. Inoue simply shook his head. Wake up! Grab your brush, put on all makeup. Oh, Chowder! He's right next to me, got his belly up. Suddenly, the door slid open. Ito walked in. Now! He's gonna be like, you guys are acting kinda sus.
うげとご挨拶ですのね。皆さん、お顔の色が優れない様子ですけど。
そりゃ、朝っぱらからあんたの顔見たせいに決まってるだろう。
Damn.
まあ、長倉くんったら冗談がお上手ですこと。
Ito dismissed Nagakura's snide remark and turned to face the standing warriors. Yeah, smooth, Harada, and Nagakura.
皆さんの顔色がよろしくないのは、もしかして昨晩の騒ぎの関わりがあるのかしら。
いや、そうだな。
Kondo's eyes desperately darted around the room, as if looking for someone to offer an excuse.
よし、ごまかせ様。
あ、俺が実は昨日。
Oh my god. Oh no.
大根役者は出しゃばらないでくれるかな。 そういうのだったらもっと得意な人がいるじゃない。
Deception 0, right? Okita turned to Saito expectantly, and the latter spoke up at once.
伊藤参謀がお察しの通り、昨晩豚舎内にて事件が発生しました。
事件ですね。
はい。ですが我々もまだ全容を把握できてはいない状況です。今の時点での説明は余計な誤解を招くばかりかと。ですので今夜にでも場を設け、詳しくお伝えさせていただきたく存じます。
そういうことですの。事情は分かりましたよ。今夜のお呼ばれ、心待ちにしていますわ。では、ごめん遊ばせ。
Ito easily accepted the explanation and promptly excused himself.
なんとか見逃してもらえたみたいだね。
What do you mean?
伊藤さんはなんだかんだで頭が回る人だから。幹部が勢ぞろいしてる場に三男さんだけいねえんだ。あの人絡みで何かあったってことぐらいすぐ感づくだろ。
Oh. Ito had likely guessed at what took place, but decided not to press the issue. I looked up at the sudden sound of the door sliding open. It was Sanan. Sanan!
そんな化け物を見るような目で見られても。
But you are a monster!
三男さん、起きてていいのかい？
少し気だるいですね。これも薬の副作用でしょう。あの薬を飲んでしまうと昼間動くことが困難になりますから。
Sanan looked a little pale, but it didn't look too difficult for him to stand and speak. But if it was hard for him to move during the day...
私はもう人ではありません。
Those words sunk heavily into our hearts. Even the captains fell silent at his solemn admission. Despite that...
いや、三男君、君が生きていてくれてよかった。我々はそれだけで十分だと。
Kondo stood and grabbed Sanan's shoulders tightly. Tears welled in his beaming eyes.
それで腕の方はどうなんです？治ったんですか？
まだ本調子ではありませんからね。自分でもよくわからないのです。
He lifted his left arm, the arm that before had hung limp at his side. He flexed it, opened and closed it. It didn't look any different than before his injury.
治っているようですね。少なくても不便がない程度には。
Thank goodness. In spite of the chaos from last night, his wish to use his arm once more came true. However,
あの薬を飲んだってことは昼間動けねえようになっちまったんだろう。それなのにタイムに参加なんてできるのか。
to this, Sanan was quick to respond.
解決策はあります。私が死んだことにすればいい。これから私は薬の成功例として羅刹を束ねていこうと思っています。
サンナさん、それ本気で言ってるのか？あんた自分が何を言ってるのか分かってるのかよ。
分かっていますとも。長倉君、君こそ忘れたのですか？我々は薬の存在を伏せるよう幕府から命じられているのですよ。私が死んだことにすれば今までのように薬の存在を隠し通すことができる。それに もし薬の持つ副作用を消すことができるのだとすれば、それを使わない手はないでしょう。
No one spoke up. I was sure that deep in their hearts, everyone wanted to stop him. But
薬の実験は幕府からのお達しでもあるしな。そうするしかないか。
まあ三男さんが自分で選んだ道ですし、止めたって聞く人じゃないですよね。
よくわかっていますね。その通りですよ。
Ijikata finally spoke in a half murmur, something close to bitterness in his eyes.
短所移転の話、冗談じゃ済まされなくなった。三男さんを伊藤派の目から隠すには広い短所が必要だ。こっちは狭すぎる。
同意します。薬の研究を続けるのであれば、なおのこと移転を急ぐべきかと。
よし、ろくに寝てねえとこ悪いが、話し合いを始めさせてもらうぞ。ユキも、お前は部屋に戻ってろ。ろくに寝てねえだ。
Understood. Please excuse me. I bowed to everyone and left the common room. I was honestly happy that Sanan was safe. However, a whole flurry of new concerns had arisen. Learning of my father's horrible work. What would become of me? Would I be safe? Such thoughts buzzed in my head as I walked back to my room. May 1865. Spring had passed, and due to the reforming of the calendar, the year went from the 2nd of Ganji to the 1st of Keio. 3 months had passed since we'd moved the headquarters to Nishi Hongwanji. There's a lot more room, but more room meant, well, farther to walk. I'd walked through it every day, and I was finally beginning to learn my way around. Buzz, look, the water of life! Where? Ah! As I turned a corner near the back of the compound, I caught sight of someone sitting in the shadows. There you are, Sanan. Your meal's ready.
Ah, 君でしたか。ありがとう。
Actually, I'm curious, what is the relationship status for Nagakura? Half, okay. Damn, that was fast. Excuse me. The snow and cherry blossoms had faded, and now summer was here. Sanan and I exchanged smiles, and I held out my hands to let the breeze brush across them. It's really gotten warm lately.
ええ。まあ、今の私には風より日差しの強さの方が勘に触りますがね。
Really? I didn't think the sun was particularly strong that day, but to Sanan, it must have been awfully bright. The night of that incident, Sanan's hair had turned white, and his eyes had shone with a thirst for blood. He hadn't seemed human anymore, or so I'd heard. But looking at his peaceful smile now made it hard to imagine him in such a way. If someone told me it was all a bad dream, I might have believed it. It wasn't a dream though, and now Sanan spent his days hiding from others. He could no longer go out in the light of day. Wonder what's the farthest you can go while still being able to romance more than one person. I know, huh? It's a good question. I had indeed tapped into the Shinsengumi's secrets. For just a moment, the sun lit on Sanan's hair. Whoa! Jump scare! I wasn't sure if it was a trick of the light, but in that moment, his hair was a brilliant white.
どうかしましたか？幽霊でも
Damn, like even the music
人を見
stopped.
るのは良いこととは思えませんが。
Oh, no. Nothing at all. He looked perfectly normal now, of course. Surely, I thought, I must have simply imagined it. Even so, Sannan had become the same creature as the men I encountered on my first night in Kyoto, and here, right in front of me, he stood. The fear from that night cast a shadow over my heart. Heisuke and I briskly made our way through the streets of Kyoto. They were crowded as usual. You know, I haven't gone out on patrol with you in quite a while, Heisuke.
ああ、そうかもな。俺、長いこと江戸に行ってたし。俺の留守中どうだった？新八さんとか佐野さんにいじめられたりしなかったか？
Everything was fine, and they were kind to me.
そっか。ならいいけど。親父さんの行方はどうなんだ？手がかりとか見つかったか？
None at all.
やっぱ見つからねえか。俺も江戸に戻った時、お前の家の様子を見に行ってみたんだけどな。人が戻ってきた様子はなかったし、ほんとどこに行っちまったんだろうな。
Oh, wait, hold on. I got it.
Seriously?
The somberness of Heisuke's expression started to rub off on me. Oh, thank you for taking the time to look anyway.
いや、別に礼を言われるようなことじゃねえって。そもそもお前が今みてえに自由に外に出られねえの。元はといえば俺たちの。
Heisuke? Heisuke stopped himself mid-sentence. Bald father dadliest catch. Oh my god. Ever since he returned from Edo, he'd looked glum. Hey, Heisuke? How about you? It's been a while since you were in Kyoto. Or wait, it's been a while since you were in Kyoto. Does it seem different from Edo?
そうだな。街も人も結構変わった気がする。
I wondered what was going through his head. Had something happened to him at Edo? It felt a little strange. Heisuke's head jerked up slightly, and he looked across the street. He waved over.
おい、掃除！そっちの様子はどうだった？特に何も。いつも通りだね。
Okito was out on patrol as well, although his route took him through a different part of the city.
でも、将軍上洛の時には忙しくなるんじゃないかな。
Hey, Heisuke! The shogun's coming to visit Kyoto?
そう。近藤さんも張り切ってるよ。近藤さん、家持公のことをすごく尊敬してるから。
I see. I hope it turns out well. Right, Heisuke?
ああ、まあ、近藤さんはそうだろうな。
Something had really gotten into him. I glanced at Okita to see if he noticed anything. Oh shit! It begins! Okita? Are you alright?
平気だよ。ちょっと風邪をひいちゃったみたい。
I see. Please take care of yourself. I have medicine to treat colds, so I'll give you some when we return.
そう。ありがとう。君でもごくたまに役に立つことがあるんだね。
What's the matter? Okita's eyes looked past me, and suddenly, something caught his attention off to the side. Oh god, is it Kaoru?
おい小娘、
It's funny that the shogun is never actually shown. I know, huh? Like, for someone so important, it's like, why isn't he shown here? Oh, yo, god damn it, it's Kaoru. You'll show off the CG.
民草のために日々上位を論ずる我ら志士に尺の一つや二つ自分からするのが当然であろうが
It's TB time! Right? Across the street, a group of Ronin were harassing a young girl. Okita, Heisuke!
分かってるって。お前はここで待ってろ。
But Okita got to them first.
やれやれ、上位って言葉も君たちに使われるんじゃかわいそうだよ。
The usual crowds shuffled away from Okita and the men as quickly as they could. The Ronin's eyes found Okita's jacket and they stiffened.
その羽織、新選組か。
知ってるなら話が早いな。どうする？
His lips curled into a predatory smile as his hand gripped his sword. There was no mirth in that grin, and the Ronin's faces grew much paler. Their moods were not totally deflated yet, as their ringleader made one more attempt.
いいからとっとと失せろって。
The sight of two Shinsengumi blue jackets standing shoulder to shoulder was enough to deter the men. Screw you guys, I'm going home. The last of the color drained from their faces, and they turned tail and ran. Are you not going to arrest them?
どんな罪で？君って意外と過激だな。
I didn't really mean it like that.
助けてくださってあり
No,
がとうございま
shush.
した。私、南雲薫と申します。
The girl gave us a quick bow. She was so refined, so ladylike. Even dressed like a girl, I doubted I could ever be as elegant as her. I'd only just begun to feel sorry for myself when suddenly my arm was grabbed and I was pulled to the side. Okita?
いいから、この子の横に立って。
Calm down. Huh? He put me next to the girl we just rescued, then stepped back to stroke his chin thoughtfully. Okita? What should I do? The girl gave me a peaceful smile, unbothered by the situation. Her smile was beautiful, but there was something about it that seemed odd. She seemed familiar. Gee, I can't imagine why.
やっぱりよく似てるね、二人とも。
Like each other? That's when I finally realized. She was identical to what I saw in the mirror.
俺は全然似てないと思うけどな。
Oh, Heisuke.
いや、似てるよ。きっとこの子が
Heisuke, please.
そっくりに
Fucking
なると思うな。
ridiculous.
沖田さん、この方困ってらっしゃいますよ。
Oh, I had to say something, but what? Perhaps she saw through my confusion, or perhaps it was something else.
きちんとお礼をしたいのですけれど、今は所用がありまして。ご無礼、ご容赦くださいね。このご恩はまたいずれ。新選組の沖田さん。
There can be only one. Tears Kaoru's head off. Yes! Yes, that's how it should be! With that, the mysterious girl disappeared into the crowds of Kyoto.
おいおい、ありゃ掃除に気でもあるんじゃねえか。
Bruh.
今のがそう見えたんなら平介は一生佐野さんに勝てないよね。
どういう意味だよ。
Their back and forth continued, but my mind was elsewhere. I dropped my gaze to a puddle at my feet. Staring back at me was a young girl who looked just like me. Kaoru, huh? Wind caught the surface of the puddle, sending a flurry of ripples across it. The irony of Heisuke trying to ship Okita and Kaoru, right? Like, damn. I'm coming. I tore my eyes away from the puddle and rushed after Heisuke and Okita. The common room at the temple was much larger than the one at the previous compound. It was so large, in fact, that the entire Shinsengumi could gather with space to spare. Kondo's voice echoed grandly as he spoke, standing in front of the many warriors assembled before him.
皆も徳川第14代将軍徳川家茂公が上洛されるという話は聞き及んでいると思う。その上洛に伴い公が二条城に入られるまで新選組総力をもって警護の任に当たるべしとの要請を受けた。
将軍公の警護を新選組が？
こりゃとんでもねえ大出世だな。
池田屋や金門の辺の活躍でお偉いさん方も俺たちの働きを認めざるを得なかったんだろう。
警護中は文字通り僕らの刀に国の行く末がかかってるってことですか。
そういうことだ。てめえら気合い入れていけよ。
将軍公の警護とはまた大役ですな。
本当に三男さんが生きていればどれほどお喜びになったことか。
Oh yes, if only.
本当に惜しい方をなくしましたわね。
Ito dabbed at his eyes with his sleeve. Ito and his followers were told Sannan had died. In fact, the entire incident surrounding his transformation had been covered up. Only a few of the men of the Shinsengumi knew the truth.
伊藤さん、こたびの幕命を立派に成し遂げることこそ亡くなった三男君が真に望んでいることだと思います。
分かっていますわ。私たちの名を天下に広く知らしめる絶好の機会ですものね。
ともあれ、これから忙しくなりますな。
まずはタイの編成を考えねば。とりあえず俺とトシ、それからソジ。
待ってくれ近藤さん。ソジは今回外してやってくれねえか。
なぜ？
なんでも風邪が治らねえとかで養生しろって散々言ってるのによ。
本当か？大丈夫なのかソジ？
大した風邪じゃないんですけどね。土方さんは大げさなんですよ。
何言ってやがるんだ。さっきも咳してただろうが。
And then Okita's gonna immediately start coughing.
それ薬を売りつけるための工場ですか？何を言われても石田三役は買いませんよ。
そんなんじゃねえよ。いいから言う通りにしろ。
I gave Okita some pretty strong medicine not too long ago. Had it not been effective? Or maybe he didn't have a cold, but was inhaling dust from the lack of cleaning here? Then, suddenly someone raised his hand.
平介、どうしたんだね。何か気になることでもあるのか。
あのさ、近藤さん。実は俺もちょっと。
Okita inhaling the bagel air. Man, real.
なんだ、平介も風邪か？気をつけないといかんぞ。
And Heisuke.
せっかくの晴れ舞台。全員揃って家持公をお迎えしたかったのだがな。
すいません。
ああ、いや、責めたわけではないんだ。体調は大事だからな。
いずれまた機会もあるであろうし、二人にはその時存分に働いて
Why is Heisuke sick? Actually, to be honest, I think he's like choosing to sit this one out because he's like he doesn't want to be there. He's having conflicts with his ethics and stuff. Kondo and Hijikata continued to discuss their formation, but suddenly, Hijikata turned to me. Oh, excuse me. Huh?
おうけてるんじゃねえよ。お前は警護に参加するのかって聞いてんだ。
I can go too?
無論構わんとも。君も今や新選組の一員と言っても過言ではない。ぜひ参加してくれ。
Could I really go? I hesitated for a moment, confused, and saw that Okito was grinning my way.
まあ言ってもいいんじゃない。そんなに危険もなさそうだしね。
長州藩士は今日に出入りできねえから、切った葉っぱの騒ぎにはならねえだろうし。
What should I do? I was a little concerned about joining, given that I wasn't a warrior, but I was feeling emotionally strained, with no leads of my father turning up on rounds. I'll go.
よし、わかった。お前には伝令やら使いっ走りを頼むことになると思うがな。こき使ってやるから覚悟しとけ。
Damn, okay. Drinking all these fluids and stuff is making me really need to use the bathroom, so I'll take a quick Persona break. Let me see if I can find something to play. What do I have? I have... Oh, I guess I have this. Alright, so I will be right back. If you guys need to take a Persona break as well, by all means, please do. Or if you just want to chill out, go for a snack break, whatever, please do so. I will be back shortly. Alright, I have returned. So, yes, that's Toho. Kind of. Well, anyways, it's Faith is for the Transient People in-game version from Toho 10 Mountain of Faith. But yeah, I say kind of because that was a Siva gonna rip. The melody used was Final Destination from Super Smash Bros. Brawl. And, oh man, it's crazy, but looking at the comments, it says that, both of these games are like 1 year apart, like Super Smash Bros. Brawl and then Mountain of Faith, which checks out, because I think, what was that? Brawl, I think, was released in 2006 or something, I think. It was like 2006 or 2007, so Mountain of Faith being released like around that time too, it's, wow. Gosh, I'm so old. But yeah, no, this is an epic rip. Like, it came out just like 6 days ago, and I saw it in my Rex, and I was like, okay, sure, let's listen to a Tuhu rip, and I was amazed because Final Destination goes so hard. It sounds really good with this sound font, but yeah, good stuff. Anyways, let's return to game, and you go, and here we are. In the early days of the Tokugawa shogunate, Nijo Castle was a place for the shogun to stay on his way to the capital. It had been a while since a shogun actually stayed there, though. It's a Moriya Shrine conspiracy! Ah! We had met the shogun on the road and begun our escort, arriving at the castle not too long ago. By now I imagine Kondo, Nagakura, Inoue, and the men were greeting the important people in the shogun's retinue. Well, I've got a job to do too. It was my job to tell soldiers when to change shifts and to carry messages back and forth. I was essentially just running errands. I was contributing. Probably. Maybe. I've come with a message.
なんだ、お前が伝達係かよ。ここは遊び場じゃねえんだぜ。
Well, I'm not here to play. Oh!
じゃあまともな刀も刺してないお前が何しに来てるんだ?
I've come here to do what I can do. Could we please get to the point?
言ってみろ。
The chief is currently going around, paying his respects to the people in the castle. Everyone else continue with the guard.
わかった。確かに。
Whoops, my bad.
わかった。確かに伝達は聞いたぜ。
That felt like a little more than message received, but okay. Huh? That was it? Was it that simple?
なんだそのバカ面は。俺が伝達を聞いたのがそんなにおかしいか。
Oh, well no, I just...
仕事は仕事だからな。市場を挟むつもりはねえんだよ。ほら、伝達は聞いたんだ。さっさと行け。
Yes. Miki and I never really got along, but maybe he was a responsible person after all. After he shooed me away, I continued attending to my duties as a messenger. Around Nijo Castle, I could see warriors wearing a white uniform, different from the standard blue one. They didn't seem too nervous, but I suppose it made sense. The Choshu extremists from the National Imperialist Party had been driven out of Kyoto, and security was tight. There's no way anything would happen. Oh, come on, Yukimura, you're jinxing yourself. A sudden chill ran down my spine. I knew the feeling. Kid named Security. Oh! A length of cold steel aimed right at you, eyes shining with a lust for blood and violence. Since I'd begun living with the Shinsengumi, I felt it more than once. It was killing intent. My eyes were drawn to the roof. In a spot shielded from the light of the torches, where the moonlight just barely reached, there they stood. Oh, yup. It's these goons. You! Damn. Yo, look at that CG. We haven't really looked at this for a while. I know, I keep skipping over it, even though I'm like, oh, look at the CGs. I don't know why I skip over this one.
さほど鈍いというわけでもない。
They looked very distinctive, unlike any soldiers I'd seen before. Their harsh glares rained down on me, piercing like arrows. Yes, it's the Three Stooges! I had recognized them. Now to put names to faces. Shikage Kazama, Kyuju Amagiri, Kyo Shiranui. They'd made an effort to impede the Shinsengumi at Ikeda, and again at Hamaguri. Why are you here?
そのなぜっつうのはどうやってここに立ち入ったかを聞いてやがるのか。だったら答えは簡単だ。俺ら鬼の一族には人間が作る障害なんざ意味をなさねえんだよ。
我々はある目的のためにここに来た。君を探していたのです。
Me? What? My heart was pounding so hard it felt like it was about to burst. How did these men know my name? I don't understand. A demon? What do you mean? You're here for me? Are you trying to trick me?
鬼を知らぬだ。本気で言っている。
He stepped forward, cloaked in darkness. When Amagiri spoke next, it was calm and peaceful, as if he were reasoning with a frightened child.
君は負った傷がすぐに癒えませんか?
I held my breath.
波の人間とは思えぬほど怪我の治りが早くありませんか?
How did he know? I'd never revealed this secret to anyone before. Well, just as I was about to deny their accusations.
ああ? なんなら血ぶちまけて証明した方が早いか?
Shiranui's gun glistened eerily.
貴様貴重な女鬼に傷を負わせるつもりか。
んなこと言われてもこいつの往生際が悪いんだからしょうがねえだろうが。
After Kazuma glared at Shiranui, his eyes drifted once more towards the kodachi on my hip.
鬼を示す正義、東の鬼が持つ小太刀、証拠としては十分にする。
My family name? What was wrong with Yukimura? Cold sweat was inching down my spine.
言っておく。お前を連れて行く同意などいらぬ。女を貴重な共に来い。
His hand stretched out from the darkness to grab hold of me, but then a blade flickered through the night.
おいおい。合いびきならもう少し色気
Bro,
のある場
find
所を
literally
選んだ
any
方がい
other
いんじゃねえ
demon
か?
woman, just not Yukimura. Come on, man. Give all.
またお前たち。中の世は目端だけは聞くと見える。
それはこちらのセリフだ。
Haruda, Saito! I was so relieved by their arrival, my legs almost gave way. A strong, rough hand caught me and pulled me back, its grip hard as steel. Hijikata. Excuse me. He guided me around behind him and placed his hand on his sword.
将軍の首でも取りに来たかと思えば、こんなガキ一人に一体何の用？
将軍の貴様らも今はどうでもいい。これは我らの鬼の問題。
鬼だと？
His eyes narrowed. He glared sharply at Kazuma, as if trying to decide if he was telling the truth or not.
こいつの面を拝むのは金門の変以来だ。
腐れんってとこか。大して嬉しくもねえがな。
再会という意味でこちらも同じくだが何の考えもわから
我々の邪魔立てをするつもりですか。
Will you to stand in our way? Alright. The tension was so thick in the air that I could scarcely breathe. They were a powder keg, ready to explode. Even the slightest movement could set them off. It wasn't like I could do much, but I still wanted to help them, so I grabbed my sword. Suddenly... Don't worry. Here comes Yamazaki. Yamazaki? When did you...
副長の命令。君はこのまま俺が屯所まで連れて行く。
You're telling me to run away? It's a me.
その通り。君がここにいてもできることは何もない。
He may be right, but I think you need to go back to headquarters, I think. Let's see. Let's see. Alright, and then to double check. Oops. I was supposed to stay, I think. Hold on. Yeah, I messed that one up. You have to stay. I'm going to stay here.
雪村君は状況を理解していない。ここに残って何
Moral support? I know that staying might not be the smartest idea, but they called me a demon and told me to come with them. I still didn't know what they'd meant. I needed to know the truth. To hear it for myself, not secondhand.
君にも譲れない理由があるのだろう。だが、それは俺も同じこと。副長の命を遂行する。それが俺にとって己を貫くということだ。
Yamazaki reached for my arm, ready to take me with him by force, but Shiranui's gun aimed towards Yamazaki.
Hey, hey, 待てって。
Hey, hey!
残るっつってんだろ。売られたのに邪魔してんじゃねえよ。
No, you! With the spear, Harada aimed for Shiranui's heart, but Shiranui easily dodged his strike.
時に拙速はコーチに勝りますが、知らぬいの手の速さも考えものです。
そういうあんたも止めなかったようだ。
Saito and Amagiri maneuvered nearly into striking distance of one another. Then, Saito drew his sword, aiming a blow at Amagiri. Amagiri saw through his movements instantly and dodged the incoming blade.
なんだこいつら。
Hijikata yelled, his voice filled with frustration. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see. If I had to guess. Dodged, and then there's a clang sound. Oh, I didn't even notice. Let's see, I reached for my sword, let's see. I wrapped my fingers around the handle of my kodachi and looked at Kazuma and hold on. No, I was supposed to not move, god damn it. Ugh. Alright, go back. I didn't move, or rather I couldn't. After all, if Okita and Heisuke couldn't manage, how could I hope to fight? Just then, someone came into my line of vision. Don't worry. Oh, excuse me.
なんだ邪魔する気か。命っつうのはもっと大事に使うもんだぜ。
His words were threatening, but he seemed to be enjoying himself somehow. He drew his gun and flashed a grin at Harada, who returned it in kind. Despite all of Harada's bravado, They were too far apart, with the gun's advantage at long range.
俺様の銃とお前の槍、この間合いでどっちが有利か見てわかんねえほどバカなのか?
I don't know. Oh my god. Let's see. Alright, it's time to go all the way back up. Dang. Over here, I think. You know what? Let's go here, actually. Or no. Let's go here. Oh, excuse me, be careful. Well, here, let's make sure that's right. Yeah, I think that's right. Let me double check. Yeah, you have to tell him to watch out. This is what the guide says. But okay.
So 不安になるなよ。任せておけ。
Dang! That was a big whop sound, what? In a swift motion, he swept the tip of his spear across the ground, throwing up a cloud of dust. A small rock bounced up, flying straight at Shiranui's gun. Dang, what are the odds?
バカはお前だ。余裕かまして油断してんじゃねえよ。
面白い。
Shiranui dodged the rock, and in that instant, where his gun wavered off its target, Harada charged. Ooh, yeah, there's that CG. Ooh, very nice. Look at that. Ooh. They were mirror images of one another, each with a weapon poised to deliver a killing blow. Killing intent choked the air. I could see their intensity rolling off of them in shimmering waves. Even their faces were mirrored, each with a playful grin, as if they were only friends having some fun.
その銃、飾りじゃねえ。なんですか。
決まってんだろ。銃声を聞きつけたつまんねえ奴らに水を刺されたくねえからな。
If the spear tip moved even a fraction of an inch, or Shiranui's finger slipped on the trigger, one or both of them would die. After a long, drawn-out moment of tension that turned the blood in my veins to ice, it was Shiranui who lowered his gun first.
なかなか楽しかったぜ。今度は心置きなく銃をぶっ放せるときに会いてえもんだ。
男からの誘いなんざごめんだぜ。
All three of them stepped back, their fight clearly finished.
これ以上の戦いは無意味ですな。長引いて今日が乗っても困るでしょう。
それ、俺様への当てつけか？こう見えても引き際は心得てるつもりだぜ。今日が乗ると止まんねえのはむしろ。
Shiranui glanced pointedly at Kazuma. Of course.
確かにこれ以上の長いは無駄か。あくまでも今日は真偽を確かめに来ただけだ。
They started it, right?
むざむざ逃がすとでも思っているのか。
虚勢はやめておけ。貴様らはまだしも騒ぎを聞きつけて集まった雑魚の何人死ぬか知れたものではないぞ。
Kazuma's confidence wasn't born from arrogance. They were simply that powerful. They left silently, fading into the darkness. As they did, Kazuma spoke to me one last time, his red eyes piercing into me. It was also born from arrogance. Yeah, exactly. He was far out of arm's reach, but his words brushed against my cheek, cold and threatening. A shiver ran up my spine. All my strength vanished. I crumpled to the floor.
大丈夫か
I'm fine.
お前嘘つくの下手だな。顔真っ青だぜ。しばらくそのまま座ってろ。歩けなかったら俺がおぶってやるからよ。
Thank you. For a while, Hijikata stared deeply and harshly towards the darkness.
おい、お前。あいつらに狙われる心当たりでもある。
I hesitated for just a moment. They had said I was one of them. Kazuma had invited me to go with him. Had he been telling the truth? I didn't know. No, I'm not sure. There was really nothing more I could say. Word of this incident spread the ranks of the Shinsengumi quickly in another form.
No, nigga. No. No.
侵入者がいたらしい。幹部がガン首揃えて何やってやがったんだ。
侵入者。私は聞かされていない。間違った情報なのでは。
おいおい、俺が嘘を言ってるってのか？
嘘とは言っていない。君が勘違いをしていると言っているだけだ。本当にいたのなら、まず私に連絡があるはず。それがなかったのだから、偽の情報に決まっている。
そうか。
Fake news.
本当だったらただじゃ済まさねえからな。
Supposedly, they stormed Hijikata's room, but he told them the incident of the intruder was a misunderstanding. The only people who were notified of Kazuma's infiltration were a few of the captains. So in the eyes of the public, excuse me, the infiltration of Nijo Castle never happened. It's false. Never happened. Alright, I think that's a good place to stop. And watch like the next stream, the next Hakuoki stream. It's gonna be the next chapter, but you know, I'm not gonna take my chances. That was a pretty big scene. It was a complete fabrication. Yes. But yeah. There we go. I mean, hey, it was good to get a refresher on all that. And plus, we still got new Nagakura stuff, so not too bad. Not too shabby. So, it's Thanksgiving tomorrow. I hope those of you who celebrate have a lovely Thanksgiving. And otherwise, well, I am gonna have dinner with my parents tomorrow. Hopefully my voice is more recovered by then, but I might be tired afterwards. I'm not sure, because they mentioned, when I visited them today, they mentioned they had like 2 turkeys, because we want to have a Thanksgiving dinner where Kyler and the kiddo can go, because Kyler's going to be working tomorrow as well. But yeah, I don't know, they mentioned getting 2 turkeys, so I'm like, oh, and turkey that can make people sleepy, so I don't know. It would be good for me to rest up, but we'll see. Yes, we're absolutely referencing Jonathan Frakes. Yeah, no, I'm glad you understood the reference. But yeah, as for the next stream, okay, here's the thing. I haven't been able to keep up with my metaphor grinding. Excuse me. So metaphor would technically be next, and I don't know. Would you guys be open to watching like just a metaphor grind stream? Because I know we've done it with SMT5 before, but like all these grind streams, man, it's like, and thank you. I hope I get well. I hope this isn't contagious. I mean, like, I don't know. It feels like at this point it's definitely not gonna like infect anyone, but you know, knock on wood. But I hope not, because yeah, really, I haven't really had fever or anything. And it's honestly just been sore throat. But yeah, let's see. We have metaphor. If not metaphor, fear and hunger. It's my stream, but the grinding ones are the least interesting for you. Okay, and you know, that's... I do like to hear the feedback from audience, because it's like, I would... Because I agree, I'd rather see story happening, like new stuff happening, compared to grind. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what I decide. So, next stream is either going to be Metaphor or Fear and Hunger. Just keep on the lookout whenever I do come around. But yeah, Fear and Hunger is pretty hard to make progress into. No, that's true. At the same time, though, we've slowly been making progress as opposed to Metaphor. At the point we're at now, it's like I have to grind. I don't know to what level I'm trying to aim for, but I want to grind to make sure we're strong enough to take on the bosses in Luis's Gauntlet Runner. But yeah, that's just this is me thinking out loud. But yeah, alright. Thank you guys once again for tuning into the stream. As always, love chatting with you guys and hanging out. Thank you for bearing with my shitty voice today. And let's hope that, you know, it recovers overnight. I'm really hoping, because I do want to work. But yeah, just keep your eyes peeled for whatever I have coming up next on Twitch, and I'll take my leave. Matanene, my dudes. Hope you guys have a lovely rest of your night or day, wherever you may be. And I'll catch you guys later. Take care, stay safe out there, and peace out.